Hello everybody, Lord Almighty here. Today is Sunday, March 3rd, 2019, and fishing's been really slow the past month and a half. That's why I haven't posted any videos, is because I haven't been catching anything. But I'm hoping to change that today. I'm here at one of my favorite winter spots. This place is normally good for a few fish. It sometimes depends on what exactly you're going to catch, though. Could be trout, could be smallmouths, could be creek chubs. But regardless of what I catch today, it'll certainly be a lot more than what I've been getting. So my game plan today is actually I'm going to start out with some bigger lures to see if I can get some larger fish. I'm going to be starting out with this jerkbait, and I'll just play around with the tackle box and see if I can make something work today. So here we go. Hopefully the skunk will go home today. Boy, one thing I am really surprised about today is just how clear this water is. This spot's never one to get really dirty, but I don't think I've ever seen the water this clean. You'd think with all the rain and snow melt we've had lately, it'd be a little bit colored up. But no, it is gin clear. You can see all the way down to the bottom, even in this deep pool here. Could make things tough because ultra clear water makes for spooky fish. Alright, so I went through a few lure changes at that last spot. I went from the jerkbait to a hair jig to a swim bait, even to the dreaded drop shot, and did not get a single hit. So I decided I'm going to downsize my tackle, and I moved down here to another hole. And since I am so desperate, I'm just going to start throwing around a worm. I don't know many fish that will turn up their nose to a juicy worm, even in the middle of winter. Hopefully this will get me something. That's what I want right now. I just want something. I want to put a bend in the rod. Huh. Either my worm fell off or something ate it. I hope it was the former. There's a fish. That's a decent trout. That's a rainbow trout. So I switched away from the worm and I put on a spinner. That was my second cast with it. And of course I left my trout net at home like a dingus. So I'm just going to do the best I can here. Alright, come on up. Alright. Whew, man. There we go. Nice looking rainbow trout. Maybe 13, 14 inches. Boy, he slammed that spinner too. He meant business. Alright. Back this fish goes. Alright. Whew! No skunk today. Thank goodness. Man, catching that fish felt so good. I mean, I know it was just a stock of rainbow trout, but after the tough fishing I've had the past month, felt real nice just to have something tugging on the end of the line. These fish have just had lockjaw. So, you know what? In fact, I'll just show you. Let me cut away, and I'll show you the extent of my fish catching through the entire month of February. There we go. Right out in front of this pipe. It is a perch. Perch bite pretty well in cold water. See if there's any more around. I know in the wintertime they like to school up. Just gonna drop it right back down here. There we go. It's my first bite in a while. Another perch. Oh, this is a fatty. Look at this one. I don't know, it might even be pre-spawn. I know these fish spawn early in the year. I don't know when they start getting eggs, but that one's got a belly full of something, that's for sure. Yeah, that was it. Just those 2 perch. So you can imagine how nice it feels to have something a little more substantial on the end of my line after such a big dry spell. And that was a weird catch because I had drifted worms through this hole for a long time, and I'd gotten a couple of nibbles. Could have been that same fish, but they felt a lot smaller than that. So I just decided to switch over to a spinner almost on a whim, and second cast, man, he popped it hard. Alright, well, I worked all the way back up to this spot with a spinner and didn't get any more takers. So I'm going to work this hole again, only this time I've got my worms with me. So I'm going to drift a few worms through here, see if that wakes any fish up. Alright guys, so absolutely nothing on the worms, which is just shocking to me. Those always work. But there's one thing I want to try before I leave. So I'm going to throw around the Gulp Minnow underneath the float, which is my go-to winter cold water tactic. I'll see if this turns up anything. Well, nothing on the Gulp Minnow, plus a very icy drizzle has just kicked up. So I'm going to beat it on out of here. Very slow day. I hit this place hard for about 4 hours. Only got the 1 fish, but you know what? That's better than the past few weeks when all I've been catching are jack and squat. So in the end, I'll call this day a win. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you on the next adventure.